I have 4 items I want to visit with you about this evening. The first of these is an update on the joint partnership with the Edmond Public Schools for the Tennis Center project. We had the bid opening on June 19th, and we had 5 proposals that we received at that time. Unfortunately, the bids came in higher than the anticipated $14 million range. So since that time, basically, the city and the school staffs have been meeting with the architect, actually on several occasions, including today, to discuss what modifications might be possible and feasible. So we came to a conclusion earlier from a staff perspective that it was probably best to reject the bids and rebid. And the Edmond School Board formally rejected the original bids at their last meeting on July 11th. Among some of the modifications that are being considered are reducing the number of indoor courts from 10 to 6 or possibly 8, maybe with alternate bids for both of those. We also anticipate some elevation changes in the center court area of where the main courts are involved. And the revised plan will also include 18 outdoor courts instead of what we had looked at originally as 24 outdoor courts. The other 6 will still be a possibility, and they will be bid as an alternate as well. The revised plan is to advertise for new bids early next month and hopefully award a contract sometime in the first part of November if we can. And just as a reminder, the facility will still be a first-class, state-of-the-art facility that will be a definite source of community and school pride and accommodate the tennis needs of Edmond for many, many years to come. So we're very excited about that project. The second project is the Thomas Drive closing and realignment project. The section of Thomas Road from Danforth to just south of John Ross Elementary School was closed on Friday, July 13th. We did this at the request of the Edmond Public Schools. They asked us to close that section of the road in order to allow them to construct 2 parking lots in that area and get them completed by the 30th of August, which would be then in time for them to use those lots for the first football game at their new stadium at Edmond North. Both of the projects that are concurrently going on started last week. The school parking lot construction is being done by Wynn Construction. Our road realignment is being done by SAC Services. And again, that you can see on here, this road is realigning Thomas from its current location to the east side of the Edmond North High School parking lot. The remaining section of Thomas going to Covell will also be paved, and it'll be widened to 3 lanes as part of this project as well. The realignment project is expected to take about 4 months to complete, roughly mid-November. We're hoping that it's completed. And although Thomas will not be a through street during this period, we will maintain access to both schools and the Thomas Trail subdivision throughout the project as well. We also have a third project that will be going to start fairly soon in the corner up there, and that's the new water tower project as well. We don't have an exact start date, I don't believe, but we do have a contract that's been awarded. There's been some pre-work meetings, so at some point here in the not too distant future, we'll start on that as well. The third project is Fire Station number 2 relocation. Just as a reminder, the groundbreaking for this project was on March 14th. Landmark Construction is the general contractor, and they are on schedule after the first few initial months of construction. The project involves relocating our current number 2 station from Broadway north of 15th to this new facility that's at the near the northwest corner of 15th and Kelly. And again, as a reminder, the reason that we're moving this station is to get another station on the west side of the railroad tracks to have a significant impact on our response times as well. So the station will feature a pier and beam foundation. It means that concrete piers are being drilled and poured, and once that occurs, then there will be concrete beams poured and spanned across the piers to provide a more stable foundation for the facility. The electrical pre-work has been completed, and the plumbing pre-work should be completed in the near future as well. We anticipate that the new station will be completed about August of next year. Just as a reminder, the contract award was for $4.22 million. The funds will initially come from fire department reserves, but ultimately they'll come from the 2017 10-year repurposed sales tax for capital improvement projects. So good progress on that as well. And the fourth area is a discussion on our sales and use taxes. This report reflects the first monthly report of the new 18-19 fiscal year. Our positive trends for both sales and use taxes continue. Sales taxes were up about 5.4% above the same month last year, and that is now the 14th consecutive month over previous month, or the previous year's month, that we've seen an increase. So 14 consecutive months. Our use tax was up about 22% through that period as well. And our combined sales and use tax revenue was up about 7.8% from that same period a year ago. So definitely good news on our sales and use taxes.